Shalom. Shalom. Real Hebrew Israelites come in week in, week out, prophesy the downfall and destruction of America. First and foremost, we gotta give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, which is to say our praise to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, as well as the Holy Spirit, man. All right. Again, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Well, much citation to the occupants of the brother across the earth, pushing the towards the city and the truth. All right, so we say shalom. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 7. Nevertheless, hearest thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against countries and against great kings, of war and of evil and of pestilence. There it is in the prophets. All right, to prophesy means to say before it comes to pass, man. All right, that's what the Heavenly Father raised up in these latter days. Okay, that's dealing with the former and the latter rain, if you can receive it. Yeah, the prophets raised up in that time as well as in this time we're in now, man. All right, and right now, the prophets are out here forewarning you of the impending dangers that's at hand, dealing with the sea hill, dealing with this Edomite man come down with great wrath. Hey, dealing with the chariots that's making themselves manifest and or clear and obvious in the skies, man. All right, we're right now prophesying, telling you of what's prophesied to come pursuant to this place. Babylon the Great, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, all right, as well as these heathen nations, man, and that's judgment. All right, we just did a lesson yesterday going into the topic of judgment, man. All right, and you got right now instances, multiple instances of women being attacked, man. All right, the main focal point, we went into an article of a woman who was stabbed, what, 12, 14 times? All right, because she tipped a Marco's pizza worker, all right, only $2, man. All right, you know, and pretty much it incited a form of vengeance in that party, and she exacted vengeance on that person, man, and she was pregnant, man. Just like within this last week, we had 2 women doused in gas and set on fire, set ablaze, man. One in critical condition, the other one succumbed to her injuries. And these are just the recent, you know, favorite topics that's been going on amidst others, okay? Because there's more judgment going out, but this has been taking headlines, man. We just had an arrest an hour ago. It was updated online about that 20-year-old woman, North Carolina woman, that was on her way to Dollar General that was, you know, so this has been going viral. So like the brother just went into about prophesying against this place, all right, against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what you see, evil. All right, bad times, man. Hey, this dude, Donald Trump, DJ Trump, is set to take office January 20th, man. All right, I believe the 21st, the 20th to the 21st is his exact date that he takes office, man. All right, and with that, you know, you can expect some exciting shit to happen, you know, day one. You know, just like 2020, was it? When Capitol Hill riots took place, man. You know, Capitol riots over there, January 6th, that was within the first week. And you can expect some exciting times moving forward, man. All right, Yahweh Shimei Shah is not about to slow down prophecy. He's going to continue to turn things up a notch. Shalom, brothers. All right. What else you got?
Oh, this Jeremiah 44:4. 44:1. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews which dwelt in the land of Egypt, which dwelt at Migdol and Tahpanhes, and at Nob, and in the country of Hathroth, saying, thus said Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and upon all the cities of Judea. And behold, these days it says, thus said thus said Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel.
When you read the Lord of hosts, it's telling that this is the Lord of armies. And when you hear that, you're supposed to take fear. You know, the scripture speaks about that in the book of Malachi. You know, if I be a father, where's my fear? Where's my honor? You know, and when you read about the Lord and the judgment that He executes in the earth, you're supposed to be fully persuaded in your mind, all right, that He is, man. Okay? You know, that Yahweh Shimei Shah is the exact vengeance, man. You see, the Lord, He deals with both sides, good and evil. All right, and once you come into this understanding, which the first place in taking understanding is to fear the Lord. That's the beginning of wisdom, man. All right, once you come into this understanding, you will read about the accounts of the Lord, that the things that He's done, man. All right, and you will fear Him, man. So you're supposed to see the prophets on the streets, all right, like it says in Amos 3 and 6. If the brother want to hold that, they can. You know, it speaks about what? Shall there be a trumpet blowing in the city, and shall not the people be afraid? And people are supposed to tremble at the sight and the appearance of the prophets on the street, because this is this is where the voice of the Lord takes place. I think when you go into the book of Samuel, I always bring this piece up out dealing with. It said before time of Israel, when the man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, let us go to the seers, which is the prophets today. So they knew in order to inquire of the Most High, or if the Lord was sending a message to the people, that they had to go through the prophets.
Because there was a mediator, to the Levites, lawyers, to the Heavenly Fathers. So they did the service to the temple. They did the service, the sacrifices, the atonements, the Israel, the supplications of the Heavenly Father. They were the mediators between the Heavenly Father and our and people of Israel. That's how they built together. That's how the Lord built them. So we, as being modern day prophets, we come in the stead of the priest, right? Really, we really, because the priesthood was open to all the tribes pursuant to the scriptures, also during the time of our forefather Samuel, through who? Our forefather King David. You know what I'm saying? So the priesthood is open unto all Israelite men. Well, on this side, only elect. Go ahead.
This is 1 Kings 22 and 8. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Amlah, by whom we may inquire of the Lord. But I hate him, for he doeth not prophesy good concerning me, but evil. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so.
That's it, man. I was bringing that up just in reference to what I was talking about with the prophets, man. You know, what they come on the scene to do. All right, and pretty much, you know, a lot of times the prophets receive hate because what? We're speaking against this place. We're doing the John 7 and 7, all right, that comes to mind, as well as Amos 5 and 10, all right, that they hate him, that rebuke him again, man. And that's what it is. We're speaking against the wickedness of this present evil place, Babylon the Great, that others gravitate towards, man. Pursuant to, what is it, John the 3rd chapter, that they love darkness rather than light, man. All right, so the Lord raised up prophets again in these latter days to speak against the wickedness that's being committed by our people on this here side, first and foremost, and then the rest of this world, man. Okay? So go ahead, keep on in that Jeremiah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 2. Thus said Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. Ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are a desolation, and no man dwelleth therein.
Hey, that's why he just had Jake, you know, just call it what it is. And there they come up, you know, and he often comes up to receive a few, you know, shekels of the prophets, you know, and for help's sake, because Jake is in a low place right now, you know, in regards of being removed far from our land, okay, as well as being far removed from our heritage, man. Not knowing the left from the right hand, pursuant to the book of Jonah, man. All right, we in a low position right now as a nation of people. And that's what we're trying to proclaim, what? Liberty to the captives. All right, to our people that's bound right now, man. All right, we're trying to let them know that, look, there's a fucking spiritual battle taking place. All right, there's and then this devil trying to make a physical move on you too, dealing with his sea hip, man. You know, and all these things is taking place right now before your eyes, and it's like right now they still got that bell. All right, that covenant, they're still in that state of slumbering, man. Okay, so like the brother just read about, bring it back one more time.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 2. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel. Ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are a desolation.
They dry bones, man. You know, right now the Lord is he's waking up the nation of Israel. Okay, he's sealing his elect, that remnant. But you still have the vast majority of our people that's from Revelation 11, right? They're in that state of slumbering, man, being asleep, man, or dead, so to speak, man. You know, the dead body shall lie in the city of Egypt, man.
That's true. Right, because to the scriptures, they under hypnosis to tell us how time they got to sleep. So the 2/3 to be exact. They under that, they under the, spell, of Satan.
Heavy hypnosis, like you say.
Yes,
Spell of Satan.
it's a yeah, through what though? How do they get under the spell of Satan? Through enchantments, through the food, through the water, through the air, through the music, particularly through the music, because they know about the music and the connection to our people with music. So they do it with the music. The elder brother, one of the brothers put up that lesson about it was just a whole lesson. It's like a power director. If brothers familiar with that app. That old bro, that's old school shit, like 10 years. You got that? I'm like, yeah, he was the first one who used it in my account, bro. But he did like a power directed video, and he just had particular videos of Jake speaking on the industry and the music industry. And the Apostle Tahar, I see the notification that he did about all these Jake celebrities. They all like, I don't know the word he said, compromise, or he said, so that's one of the vehicles that we use to put our people under hypnosis. Drill music. All right, R&B. All right, that's all vehicles that we use.
And just added to the point, you had Count come up with crazy about where he even admitted on some of these record execs sitting them artists down selling certain content to put out for the masses to take in, man. Because it was all about pushing an agenda, just like we got today with our women being whores, all right, men being thugs, man. It's a death style that's being perpetuated.
Yeah, it is a collage of videos that he used in regards to the music industry in reference to the music that our people particularly listen to. And but see the thing about it, it's even contaminated the so-called white artists. But you had NBA Youngboy, he was talking about that shit. He was talking about how he made it was an interview that he did for what's that I mean that he got something Grave Digger, yep, Grave Digger Mountain that he got out there in what's that, Utah? Out of Utah, all right. Because he was on house arrest, he couldn't leave his house. So he had particular interviewers come to his house and interview him. And on one particular one, he was speaking about how he had millions of dollars when she was 16. And he was talking about how he woke up one day and realized that he been compromised. Like loosely translated. He didn't say those words. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about how the more demonic the music is, the more money they get.
It's Isaiah 32 and 7. It says the instrument of the churl or evil, he devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak of right. All right, and Esau uses our people, all right, as for those lying words, man. To destroy the poor.
Yeah, because they were talking about our people. They'll put like for example, these artists. You know what I'm saying? They like influence our people to listen to particular lifestyles. Because he was a little girl, or it looked like a little girl, or what appears to be a little chick girl. She was on video about how she was talking about she was giving credit to Boosie about how he told her to beat somebody ass if they touch her sister. And then her mama, the nigga woman that she is, trying to protect this demonic activity because that's what these women do. You know what I'm saying? She was like, he didn't say that. She was talking about Boosie, the artist Boosie. This nigga seen the video and put a post up on his thing. He was like, I gotta take the blame for it. Because it was a video that he did on Flag TV or something. That's what the nigga was saying.
That's all a part of like the brother's talking about. All right, I have seen the wicked spread themselves like a Green Bay tree. That's all a part of the wickedness, man. Even going into the music industry, man. All right, so right now, you have Shimei Al-Shai got man raised up to speak against the wickedness of this present evil world, man. Okay, and guess what? There will be a judgment to perform all wicked and evil doers, man. As the brother is going into it now. All right, the evil that fulfilled Jerusalem. All right, and how they are desolation to this day. You can keep going forward.
This is Jeremiah 43:3. Because of their wickedness, which they have committed to provoke me to anger, in that they went to burn incense and to serve other powers.
what's an example of wickedness which they've done to provoke the Lord to anger? One of the recent ones is celebrate Saturnalia worship, which is going into so-called Christmas, man, a pagan-ass holiday, in which it has nothing to do with our Lord Yahweh Shai, which he wasn't born in the dead of winter, which is the spirit that you have videos circulating online about how it don't even feel like Christmas, man. The spirit of mirthful, that mirthful spirit is gone, man. All right, because what? It ain't even snowing out here, man. What is it, like 50 degrees? It's like 50, 60 degrees, and it's supposed to be the middle of winter. All right, even years ago, you would actually have more people in the spirit putting lights up, man. All right, making snow angels, watching Christmas stories, drinking eggnog and shit. All right, that spirit ain't out here today, man. You ride down the suburb city block, you probably see about 5 houses with lights. Everybody else, you know, they might put up a little tree, man. You know, that personal spirit is gone. You even had a woman online, all right, just complaining about how she called it magic. That Christmas magic, man. You don't feel it anymore. Like years ago, man. All right, but that's an example of wickedness. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even snowing. That's an example of wickedness to provoke the Lord to anger, man. All right, by worshiping other gods, man. You might think it's small and minuscule and that you're doing it for the children, but little do you know that you're going against the God of the heaven and the universe, man. All right, bring your death upon yourself, man. Hey, you had a judgment through the spirit, man, outside the house that same day, you know. All right, judgment taking place, man. The Lord's bringing judgment on so-called Christmas, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 44 and 3. Because of their wickedness, which they have committed to provoke me to anger, in that they went to burn incense and to serve other powers, whom they knew not, neither they nor your fathers.
You know your fathers, yeah, man. So worship another God. All right, that your fathers didn't even worship. All right, that's what scriptures talk about. Their scriptures, we can talk about it. All right, they add to the scriptures, man. All right, teaching traditional things, man, instead of what's customary according to the scriptures, man.
Howbeit, I sent you all the servants. I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate, but they hearken not, nor incline their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense to other gods.
Yeah, man. So our people still to this day, they're not hearkening to the words of the Lord. All right, they still gonna go forth. All right, that whole chapter speaks about it, man, about worshiping the Queen of Heaven. All right, making cakes into them, man. All right, saying that, hey, this thing that you're speaking to us, Jeremiah, like we will certainly not hearken to them, but we will do whatsoever right in our own eyes, man. And this same chapter, man, these are the people that we're dealing with to this very day. That's back again. That also, you know, help in crucifying our Lord. Okay, they're back again today, man. All right, so we're dealing with these spirits that's out against righteousness. They're against Yahweh Shai and the men that serving Yahweh Shai. That's why the scripture speaks about in 2 Chronicles 36. All right, that he you already know 2 Chronicles 36. All right, about his prophets that they mock and misuse, man. Okay, and guess what happened to them, man? Judgment befell them. All right, grievous deaths, man. Hey, it's a grievous death to burn alive, man, on a subway train, and everybody recording that shit. That's grievous, man. Go ahead.
I just wanted to back you up because you mentioned, and this is why ultimately our people are going to be judged. Not only are they going to be judged, the Lord is going to make you rely on those false idols that you worship, man. This Judges 10 and 13, it says, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry to the gods which ye have chosen, and let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So, you know, those idols that you jakes out there are serving and worshiping, which there are no gods, man. They're false idols, man. All right, you're going to have to rely on those things when the Lord unleashes his wrath, man.
You got certain individuals who lose of the righteousness of the Lord, tasted of the grace of the Lord. All right, and went back into their own bondage. All right, so back into those idols after already knowing. All right, that's why the scriptures say you can be beaten with many stripes, man. But he that knew not shall be beaten with few. Go ahead.
And you mentioned it earlier because our people, and listen, man, even before Jake, before we even came into this truth, man, you know, when you and Jake, man, and you do some shit that's off, you can feel it in your spirit, man. You know, our people know that they're living contrary to the way of the Lord, but they use excuses. My children, oh, my job, okay, yeah, you know, in order to get, I need to get this, so I have to go this route. You know? So Jake understand and know that they transgressing the Lord. Deep down, they know, but they use excuses to pretty much continue.
Even with ourselves, we know when we slacking and you know when you're not meeting that quota and or to the best of your ability pleasing the Lord. You know when you got more increment. You know, and so how much more these people? Because they can't say they didn't know that John 15, man. All right, if I had not come into them, they had not had any sin. But now they have no cloak, no covering for their sins, man. Why? Because they all heard this word. They all stopped and inquired of the prophets. The cars riding by, stopping and tuning in their ears to listen. They see the videos being uploaded. They stop and they look at the sign, man. All right, everyone is getting marked, man.
Sean, that's how you know we're in our right mind, though.
Right.
The fact that we even thought the thought came to our mind, like,
Yeah, yeah, bro. Because again, man, like your brother said, Jake know that they commit wickedness. We all have Israelites that have that zeal. All right, that certain level of righteousness about us that's ingrained within us from the youth, man, from seed. All right, when we're getting in our mother's womb, man, being conceived, so to speak, we have that inkling of righteousness within us, which is why that's why the scripture said in the book of Romans that even some of our people by nature do the things that's pretty much lawful and right. All right. Also, they have a zeal that's not according to knowledge, man. All right. Here it is. They know when they come out of the closet. All right, that is wrong because they feel shame. All right, they know when they speak against their parents. All right, and they curse them and or do some form of wickedness against them. They feel shame, man. All right, so they know wickedness, but here it is, like the brother always mentioned, they double down on it, man, because that's what's lauded and praised in this society. All right, folly being set in great dignity. That's what's being praised, man. And you can see it on children's television shows. You know, children on cartoons rebelling against the parents. You know, just acting out. You know what I'm saying? Crying, belligerent acting. You know, in defiance against the parents and pushing that ideology on children to be towards their parents. You know, it's the same shit being perpetuated. And it starts. They're going at their children. It starts from the youth up, man. Dealing with Esau and his media. But go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Chronicles 36 and 15. And Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, verse 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and of the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen and polluted the house of Yahweh.
And the priests at that time, the Levites, were set up to make intercession for Israel, man. Whether it be making prayers, supplication, all right, you know, so on and so forth, all right. They were the ones that go in and out, all right, of the Holy of Holies, etc., man. Dealing with the tabernacle of the Lord, man. All right. And so this is again, he said, moreover, all the chief of the priests, okay, and the people transgress very much after all the abominations of the heathen. And doing what? Go ahead.
It says, which had hallowed in Jerusalem, polluted the house of Yahweh, which he have hallowed in Jerusalem.
There it is, man. Hallowed means be separated, consecrated, all right, set apart. All right, that Hebrew word is kodash, man. It's the same word for holy, all right, and hallowed be thy name, right? It says again, set apart, which the Lord set apart. All right, that house in Jerusalem, man. All right, but here it is. Israel went and polluted themselves. All right, by and the house of the Lord ultimately by worshiping idols, man. All right, bringing damnation and destruction upon the nation of Israel. And look how far removed off from the Lord that our people have begotten to be today, man. Okay, you know they're called they say they're spiritual. You know, they don't read. Okay, all right, they completely oblivious to what's going on and what time period we're living in, man.
The reason why our people, man, they fall from the Lord is because they following after the ways of Esau. Esau is literally before Jake with something lagging in his hand, man, and Jake is just following on to it, man. Simply, man. That's why the Lord told us from the get-go, man, don't learn the ways of the heathen, man. They are contrary to me. And at the same time, the nigga that they following, he going to the Lord and he telling on these niggas. He pointing them. He pointing their iniquities and their transgressions out, man.
Right. Hey, I'm going to jump to this. It's Isaiah 59 and 2. But your iniquities have separated between you and your power, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear.
And that's simple, man. Your ways, man. Your ways is contrary to the Lord, and that's what's separating you from our power, man. But hey, look, this is living proof, man. How we return back unto the Lord, man. You know, we rehearsing the righteous acts, we calling on the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son and the Lord. Now look, man. Now look at the change, man. That's being made before you people's eyes, man. So you want to know why the Lord ain't dealing with you niggas? It's because of your ways, man.
That's it, man. It's a transition of power, and the power starts with the knowledge, man. The kingdom, man. The kingdom starts with what, man? The knowledge, man.
And you got to take accountability. That's what it started at, too, man. You got to take accountability with your actions for yourselves. You know your own selves. The scripture say, "No, you're not your own selves." You know, how that you be examining that scripture 13:5. You know, examine yourself.
But Jake got their own. The scriptures talk about how Jake established their own righteousness, man. What's righteous to them? All right, it ain't about what's righteous to the Lord, man. It's about what's right. Nigga, I fed the homeless today.
Well,
I did my righteous acts for the day.
To a degree, that's added to the scripture because, you know, like you said, they're not at all adhering to the righteousness of the Lord, submit themselves to the righteousness of the how by Shemel, but what make them feel good. You know, and that's where you go astray. All right, by not acknowledging how by Shemel, you put yourself and your own feelings on the Lord. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 59, and I start from 1 to 22. Oh, so I did that. No. Okay. Isaiah 59 and 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not short that he cannot save, either his ear heavy that he cannot hear.
So even though we under this gross darkness, we behind enemy lines, we outnumber when it comes to the military. We have no army. I mean, that of the Lord, but we ain't got no physical army. All right? The Lord, he said he can still save us. So you can't put the Lord in a box. Yahweh Shemel Shai is his name, man. All right? He says he delivers, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 2. It says, "For your iniquities have separated between you and your power, your sins have hid his face."
That's also in Jeremiah 5.
I had that too.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. You got it, bro.
It says that he will not hear you. It's like it says that he will not hear, but your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue have muttered perverseness.
So imagine trying to offer an oblation or a sacrifice to the Lord with filthy hands, man. You know, and that's not little. You know, that's talking about the wickedness of our people. The Lord giving a comparison. But even though, hey, our people murderers, man. You know, they you know, some of them are defiled with blood, man. You know, even making sacrifices, wicked ass sacrifices like the Haitians, the Levites down there, man. You know, instruments of cruelty, in the habitation, so on and so forth, man.
And misleading our people. The scriptures talk about, you know, they blood, your blood will be upon your hands, what you paraphrasing, when you lie to the children, the sons and daughters of the living power. So when you tell the niggas like they can take the seat here for, you know, it's okay to, you know, celebrate, you know, Thanksgiving and all these pagan holidays, and you talking about your Yahweh Shemel Shai, you going to the Lord, man, with blood upon your hands, man.
That's a filthy sacrifice, man. It's unacceptable in the eyes of the Lord. And he even took away his Sabbath days and high holy days and whatnot because Israel just kept them in iniquity, man. He said that I would not at all your feast days or your Sabbath days, man.
Yeah, you know? He was no longer accepted.
Yeah, he wasn't accepting it because of the wickedness that Israel
premeditated. Yeah. Premeditated. Jake put a sacrifice to the side, you know, later on. I'm going to just go do this and then have this. Yeah. You know, like, come on, man. And that's what Jake do today. So, hey, they'll fucking do some wickedness and then they'll go to church. You know, and then they'll be proud and giving the pastor their money. Yeah, I paid my tithes, you know what I'm saying?
It's Jeremiah 5. I'll finish up Isaiah then. It's back in Isaiah 59 and 4. It says,
did you already read 3?
Yeah, okay. I'll bring back that. Isaiah 59 and 3. It says, "For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity." It says, "Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue have muttered perverseness." It says, "None called for justice." It says, "Nor any pleaded for truth."
Because you get to a point you be like, damn, Jake, ain't you tired of living like this? Right. Like, don't register or click in your mental that damn, I'm sick of the black culture, I'm sick of the death, I'm sick of the project, I'm sick of the what comes after this. Like, you don't question life and your purpose and why we here. It ain't just to work and die.
Yeah,
you know, you have a purpose, the basic instructions before you live, right? The acronym. You have a purpose on earth. All right, and you're supposed to question these things. It's like Jake just give the fuck up and just say fuck it, man.
Well, I can't tell you have that spirit. You can't change it, bro.
Right.
No, we can, bro. It starts with repenting first, and then the Lord will do the work after that, man. But you yourself, us as a nation, Jake has not learned from their ways, man. They're still behaving in that BC-like mindset.
That's why death is it. You know, because people look at us and they'll be like, damn, you always talking about, somebody going to get to death. And we talk about the deliverance and salvation as well, but hey, I mean, what else is it to do?
Yeah, the scripture said that Jeremiah 5th chapter you mentioned, and also in Isaiah 1st chapter you mentioned about how the whole head is sick.
Yeah, actually,
go ahead, read it up for me.
I'm in that chapter. It's verse 3.
Yep.
I had one. I can hit that one real quick.
Just to the points that brothers is making in regards to Israel. The Negroes, Latinos, niggas still ain't learned. The Heavenly Father took you niggas through slavery. The Heavenly Father took you in order to keep the niggas through the Indian Removal Act of 18, the fucking 92, the Tread of Tears, goddamn suit for all the coldest motherfucking Harry S. Truman, these presidents and General Custer, and all these motherfucking things that the Lord took you niggas through the Syrian captivity. You mentioned that a lot, getting flayed alive. Flayed here, but the scout is playing, but it's only through the scalp your head, so it's scalp your fucking hair off. So our people been through all these atrocities. Our people having their children being fed to alligators. Our people being sold on auction block, being separated from their families, men being buck breaks, pairs of anguish, and the motherfucking garbage dose, and all this different shit that the Heavenly Father brought upon our people for their disobedience, and niggas still ain't gonna get it. That's why when you read Isaiah the first chapter, read it.
It's Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Yeah, and these are two extremely stubborn animals. And the Lord using them in comparison to our people. These animals, they know his master, and it's his owner. And the Lord using them in comparison to our people to let you know our people is on a low level, bro. You know what I'm saying? And in the capacity of processing information and understanding and discernment. Really, that's what it is. Discernment. You got the fucking most stubborn animals, bro. And then they can discern. They know who their owner is. They know who their master's crib is, but not us, man. Not our people. Go ahead.
So when you go into that word reprobate, the word reprobate means to be void of judgment. So when the scriptures talk about the blind and those that can see, the ones that's blind, like the elder said, they don't have discernment. That's why they blind, because they don't have no discernment to decipher history, to decipher the prophecies, to decipher their current condition. Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Yasher Allah, Israel, doth not know.
Yeah, our people don't know they left from their right. They don't know up from down, man. They right from wrong. Go ahead.
My people doth not consider.
Yeah, they don't even think about it. Like, when we present this information to our people, that's why I try to tell you in the Bible, the discourse of fools is irksome, right? The discourse meaning like the thought process. When you go into the word discourse, that's what it means. Like how people process information. Our people in particular, that's just irksome. Yo?
Right. It make you question like, why would you do that?
Right.
How would you think? What would make you? What would possess you? Like the bitch just me and CC yours sit down chilling. It's a family restaurant. All right, and you got Keisha at the bar and take the remote and turn on some loud ass Glorilla in a family establishment. It's like, what would possess you to do that in a setting like this?
This bitch turned Glorilla on. It's a Mexican restaurant, an authentic restaurant. And you got motherfucking Chipotle across the street. It's a real authentic Mexican Israelite restaurant, and the Judite woman in that bitch, they get the remote and put Glorilla on the TV. Like, what the fuck? Now them hoes ain't get the twerk. It's just, you know what I'm saying? That's besides the point that they didn't twerk. Yeah. The fact that you bitches even turned off Glorilla, you feel like this was the type of setting where you play that type of shit, that bitch. That's a testament
your motherfucking lack of discernment. A testament. Yeah.
That's why he the cashier took it back and changed
Yeah,
it.
the Israelite bartender, that nigga took that bitch and put that bitch back on Telemundo. Man, the brother, man, the elder brother said, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? It's like, these bitches put on goddamn Glorilla, the Mexican joint. The goddamn bartender, he took that shit back, he put that shit on fucking Telemundo. I said, call law.
Yeah. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 15. It says, were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed.
You know when our people was ashamed? You had a term known as in the closet. That's how you know niggas was ashamed. You hear me? Down low. Man. That's a good one you call them. Down low in the closet, man. That's how you know niggas was ashamed. Is any more down low? Is any more in the closet? No. Yeah, right. There you go, man. That fucking song right there. That anthem.
Well, another thing that they used to push that agenda was R. Kelly trapped in the closet.
Yeah.
And then in the song, eventually, it was some gay shit in there, wasn't it? Yeah, the trapped in the closet shit.
But like the elder brother, yeah, that's what that was. That was adultery. The nigga cheating on his bitch. Like the elder brother, Irish Shaw, he mentioned this music group. Oh, Diana Ross. That's the artist, and she had that song coming out.
Oh, yeah.
In 1981. In the summer of 1980, best-selling studio album of Ross's career. That's the best-selling studio album of Diana Ross's career. That was one of the #1 singles. That was because when the artists they release a project or an album, they got a single. That's what they get momentum for the album. And you know what I'm saying? That's how they market the album with that #1 single. That's what basically bakes people in, draw people into the album to go purchase it to see what all the other tracks are like. So that was probably the #1 single on that motherfucking album. I'm coming out. You know, that's when you know. That's when our people was ashamed, man.
I got one for you. What was the shot? Can I grab this real quick? Hey, brother, grab Isaiah 3:9.
He still got that too.
Okay, this is
Isaiah 3:9.
Jeremiah 6:15. It says, were they ashamed when they have committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed.
They ain't feel no type of remorse, no pity, no I think I'm doing wrong. It didn't even click in their minds, man. Go ahead. Yeah, when you shameful, when you go into the word shame, it's like a feeling of guilt. So you feel guilty for your actions. That's what the word shame goes into. Shame shall cover him. It's into the book of Obadiah. You know, of course, it's one chapter long. When you go into the word shame, and that precept in particular, it says overwhelming feeling of guilt. So that's what shame is. You know, you feel guilty for your actions. So basically, our people, they ain't feeling guilty about the shit that they do. That's right. Because when you go off, hey, in this truth, you feel cut, convicted. Yeah. Like the Lord gonna judge you. Like, hey, because we know we already worthy of judgment as we sit, man. You know, and the Lord is justified. He even said he charged his angels with folly. So how much more us in this simple flesh, man? All right? We know when we go off how it make us feel, man. But our people don't have that contrite, broken spirit that the Lord said he would not despise. Right?
And I was gonna say, anything outside of that would be considered pride. That's why the scripture talking about that great victory. In the latter days, because they have walked in great pride.
Neither could they blush. Therefore, they shall fall among them that fall.
Yeah, when you blush, that's a sign of the bearship. All right? That's the analogy that the Lord is using in this particular piece. When you blush, go ahead.
That word right there for blush is H3637 kalam, right? And it's insult, shame, humiliate, blush, be ashamed, put to shame.
Yeah. They tend to blush, you know, and their faces dirty because it's like, oh, they blood flow. Yeah, they caught, man. It's like, damn, I'm guilty. Like, damn, it's
it's a feeling like the brother said of being overcome by that guilt and that shame.
You can't make an excuse.
Right.
What if you caught red-handed? There's no excuse.
Hey, when Judas Iscariot knew that he went off and sinned against the Lord as far as that 30 shekels, he tried to return it. You know, and they said, "Well, see, he do it. Hey, what have we do with this man's with this money that bought with this man's blood, so to speak, man?" You know, pretty much he was overcome with that guilt, and even to the point of his own death. It wasn't even. Hey, the Lord put the Spirit on him to do that, but he didn't even get to enjoy the money and none of that afterwards because he was so convicted in his spirit. You know,
Yeah, so when you say really put that blood, like I said, it's like that's a sign of embarrassment. That's a sign of remorse too.
It's Isaiah 3:9. It says to show up their countenance through a witness against them. They declared their sin in Sodom. They hide it not. All right, and of course, there was a lot of wickedness taking place in Sodom and Gomorrah, but one sin that was spotlighted was the holism, man. All right, how they try to break down Lot's door, try to deal with the angels, man.
Yeah, the fact they got a whole movement in society dedicated every June, all right, just the Pride Month, all right, painting the fucking sidewalks rainbows and using the Lord's symbolism for
And that's one of the things that the Most High hates. So that's two abominations and one.
Yeah, and then it said to show up their countenance. I forgot who made that song, but it go like, it's written all over your face. You don't gotta say a word. You pretty much you know it before you know what it is before it even speak out of his mouth. But it said they declare their sin in Sodom. They make it known, like publicly. Like, look, man, it was a nigga, Jake it was a newscaster, nigga, man. Yeah. This nigga on the fucking, I forgot the nigga name on the news, man. This nigga talking about the main events and the sports, nigga. Hey, look, I'm coming out, nigga. You got
John Lemon, Andrew Cooper, and all these different guys on TV. Like the brother said.
Yeah, he said they declare they sin in Sodom. Because when you go into the history of Sodom and Gomorrah, niggas wasn't hiding that shit. They came to Lot's house, beating down the fucking door to get to know the angels.
Virgin daughters. Take my virgin daughters. They're like, nah, nigga.
So in the time of Sodom, it was just a free for all. That's basically what it's going into. That's why they declare they sin in Sodom. During the time of Sodom, niggas, they wasn't reserved in the shit, the wickedness they was doing. They did that shit all out of the public. All right. So how much more in this generation right here, man? It's 100 times worse, bro, than Sodom and Gomorrah. It's 100 times worse, bro.
And that's how you know that. And here it is. It was talking about, it was men, man. Like men, multiple men. It's two angels, man. That's how you know they was on some freak fest shit, man. Try to have some type of freak fest, man. All right. But it said,
yeah. So it was YNs. YNs was there. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was there. They was having orgies. They was having orgies. They was participating in bestiality. They was participating in what that shit called spirit cooking. They was doing it because all the shit that they do today, it just been rebranded. You know what I'm saying? It's been rebranded as something different, but it's actually the same thing.
So guess what? All right, it said they hide it not, right? They say woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So when those bad times come upon a nigga like this, hey, they rewarded it unto themselves, man. All right.
No,
you got it, bro.
I just wanted to add to you. Finish your point, huh? I just wanted to add to you because, like you said, brothers giving an account in the book of Genesis, all right, that they may know the angels, all right, but it was a similar account, all right, in the book of Judges 19, like the brother just said, all right, in the book of Judges 19, getting straight to the point at verse 22, all right, it says, now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, and this was dealing with that man that was talking about, right? It says, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, what does that go into? You know, sons of Belial, worthlessness. You know, they go into worthlessness and doing like pretty much being evil and wicked. All right, it says he set the house round about and beat at the door.
Sons of Belial is just certain niggas Israel worship Satan.
So, like you said, they worship Satan, right? They beset the house round about, so they circumvented it. surrounded it, right? It says, and be at the door and spake to the master of the house. The old man saying, bring forth the man that came into the house, thine house, that we may know him. So it's the same thing. You know, you're dealing with it from back then to now, man. All right, that you got wicked ass motherfuckers, man. Hey, you got people that set out to try to convert motherfuckers from being heterosexual to homosexual, man. You know, like that's all their goal is to try to turn you out, man. You know? So this is what we're dealing with today. The brother going into they declare that sin is Sodom. It's the same shit today, man. Where you at?
And here it is, we are talking about particular things in regards to the prophecies in the scriptures, and then you got niggas that still running them out. You know what I'm saying?
Through the spirit, bro. It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel. Yeah. For Yahweh have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth nor mercy, knowledge of the Most High in the land. So this message is to who, man? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native Indian that inhabit any land where you're at, and the controversy is a stem, is a problem. It's a contention, man. The Most High came, man. There's no knowledge or truth for the Most High in the land, man. Y'all think that our Lord and Savior is a so-called white man? Y'all call on the name J-E-S. Man, see, this is the thing. That's all that you're gonna find out. It's on the book of Galatians. The Lord is not mocked. He said, whatsoever man sow, that shall he also reap, man. So you saw it because you want other flesh reproduction, man. It's just plain and fucking simple. That's why you got motherfuckers dying the way that they dying. You know? Hey, I'm gonna keep speaking on this shit because this video went viral in the past week, and guess what? There's more videos to go viral because the Lord is gonna publicize a lot of you niggas' deaths, man. All right? All you people that's put up on a pedestal and so on and so forth in this society that's not honoring or obeying, the Lord's gonna take you out, man. All right? Not just on the pedestal, but in general. All right, because the scriptures say that in 2 Chronicles 15, that whosoever will not seek the Lord, the power of Israel, should be put to death, small and great, male and female, man. So the Lord is in the spirit of judging shit right now. And he said that the Lord loved judgment, man. All right, so expect to see more viral videos, but still speaking on this bitch, man. Hey, I'm going to keep harping on it. People weren't in the spirit of helping that bitch out, man. People were in the spirit, hey, when shall I help thee out of the wine flow, out of the barn press, out of the barn flow, out of the wine press, man. All right, in the Old Testament, when shall I help you if the Lord don't help you, man? That's what the king answered that woman. One more time. The love of many waxing cold. Why? You got people that's in the spirit of that don't concern me. All right, they pulling out their cell phones with the latest tech. All right, here it is. You got 4-5 shit. You got 4-5 cameras on the back of your shit. They can zoom up to 100 times megapixels. All right, but guess what? They're not using it for anything other than to showcase people's death, man. That bitch was burned alive on an NYC subway car. All right, on her feet, man. All right, a glimpse of what's for the masses of you people who refuse to repent, man. All right, and the Lord is really right now. He's just puffing at you. He's threatening. All right, he's trying to get you people's attention because he said he's gonna take pleasure in the destruction of the wicked, man. All right, but guess what? As a father, he has to keep his word. He has to do what he has to do. All right, and he's going to take out 2/3 of his own children for their disobedience, man. Go ahead.
This is verse 2. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing.
Do our people not swear by the name of the Lord? Hey, if they knew the proper name, they would completely defile the name Yahweh Shem Shah. And some of them do. Okay? But they do it in the false names. All right, J-E-S-U-S, man. They swear by these false deities, man. He said by swearing and lying, right? They lie on each other, they lie on their family. Hey, the new culture is snitching, you know, but before that, hey, it was all about not snitching and lying and so on and so forth, man. They lying, they what else? Killing,
and
stealing,
committing adultery.
Hold on. They riding on each other, man. Okay, these people on this here sign, they do the most craziest shit. Hey, you get on bestcourt.com or one of these live leaks or we used to be World Star and shit like that. You'll see the Northern Kingdom. I'm talking about in a full-blown shootout with each other. All right, sometimes Esau too. I ain't gonna lie, they go at it with Esau, but they really at it because of the curse. It said that I shall be evil towards thy brother. And you'll see so-called cartel members riding with other cartel members, so-called gangs and hoods in the U.S. riding on each other, man. And Esau walked through that shit scot-free. You know? call it sliding.
They sliding.
Up the scores.
All of that shit that's been perpetuated in this society, man. This is what they do to this day, and why the Lord had the controversy with the people on this chart, man. You see, it's simple math, man. You spill blood, you defile the land by blood. Hey, and therefore your blood has to be shed. That's what the scriptures say. Here it is. That's what took place at the time during the Cain and Abel, man, which were spiritually, Jacob and Esau, okay, their progenitors, so to speak. However, it's that same spirit today, man. Hey, pursuing John 8:44, you are your father the devil, and the work of the lust of your father you will do. And he was a murderer from the beginning and the whole 92. And our people, they would rather release the murderer instead of Yahweh Shai. They would rather gravitate to the gangsters and to the thugs, okay? Even bitches getting put on goddamn video, bro. You see all kind of YouTube shorts, people just out here interviewing. Hey, so would you rather have a lawyer, doctor, or a scammer, or a thug, a nigga that's getting money, a drug dealer? They all pick the drug. Even a bitch that's in school get manipulated by street niggas, man. You see?
Because that shit's all an illusion. It's all magic. It's all witchcraft. It's all sorcery. All right? Because when you deal with these particular artists, they have to go through hazing rituals and things of that nature, man. That shit it's all fictitious. Ain't none of that shit real, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Side, man. It's at the front of it.
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
like the saying goes, it's all smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? And in one instance, they portray a particular lifestyle with behind closed doors. They don't even do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk like that. Oh yeah, like when you watch the show Snowfall with the nigga, I forget his name, the guy on there. I know his name on the show is Franklin Saint. You know what I'm saying? When you watch that show, he talks just like a regular American citizen, right? But in all actuality, that nigga's fucking British. He got like a British accent and everything, man. Just like that other nigga, 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying, came out that this nigga was born in England. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell?
No gun violence in England either.
Huh?
Ain't no gun violence in England.
No gun violence, bro. All the niggas in English, they use knives, bro. They knife niggas to death because it's a strict ban on firearms in English. You got to jump through hoops, just like New York City.
That's more manly anyway. That's cowardly.
Yeah, that's what them thugs like Central C and the different artists from the UK and England, man. They fucking be stabbing niggas up. That's what they do. And it's more conspicuous and it's more quiet. You can get away with that shit with stabbing niggas up. It's a quiet, huh?
It takes more skill.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, them immigrants came up here and was in the streets fighting with them machetes, man. That was video footage circulating. But the point is, this is why the Lord had the controversy with the inhabitants of Israel. And guess what? A part of the Lord judging them, he's going to allow you to take swords in your hands and use them against each other. Y'all going to take each other out.
Yeah, and like during the time of our forefathers, the Maccabees, during the Hellenization period, the Greek Empire with these devils over us, right? You could talk about how wicked people amongst my people, wicked men broke the paraphrase. The water.
I got y'all. I'm right here. Jeremiah 5 and
Get the damn stick.
right. So, Jeremiah 5 and 26. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men."
So those same individuals during the time of our forefathers, when I was going to break back. Talk about that.
Jeremiah 5 and 26. "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that set up snares, they set a trap, they catch men." It says, "As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore they are become great and waxing rich," man. And just going into what the elder brothers is going into, man. How Jake among our people, and you have to have that spiritual discernment to see, okay, is the spirit of the Lord upon this man? You know what I'm saying? Do we really believe? Or is this person faking? Because a lot of our people, especially in this time that we're in, you gonna run the word is out there, right? You gonna come across a lot of Jake that know that they're Israelites, but that don't mean these niggas is right, man.
Right.
When you read the scriptures, when the Lord was cursing out these wicked niggas, they was Jakes, man. And them niggas knew the law to a T, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
That's how niggas be.
let a celebrity say he an Israelite, niggas is head over heels.
Right. Now all of a sudden, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know this.
or niggas even in the industry, but you have particular like artists that come out publicly with the fact that they go to Israel, but some of them get different responses. Some of them be embraced, like Kodak Black. He did the thing. The Swan has the 1948. He did that whole fucking ritual. But then you have individuals like Kendrick Lamar. They fucking ostracizing him. That's why he's coming out with that album. He's coming at everybody. Because that's why they coming at Kendrick. Because the last album that he came out with, that was years ago, bro. That was that damn album. No, I'm talking about Salaki. I'm talking about the damn album where he had his cousin Paul Duckworth, who was a part of the IUIC, and he was making particular statements about particular things and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. That word is only in color. It ain't fact no more. So the niggas in the industry, because they all know we Israelites, bro. They all know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and the scripture says that the Lord said, blessed are ye when men shall separate you from their company. See, that nigga even donated. No. Then you had another nigga, Kyrie Irving. He was talking about that shit. The nigga, Ron. What's the motherfucking nigga name? The book.
Ronald Dalton.
Ronald Dalton. Nate, what's the name of that book? Book to Hebrews. Hebrews to Negroes. That nigga Kyrie Irving mentioned that, bro. He was in all the headlines and shit, bro.
And then Kanye.
Right? And then Kanye, bro. You see? Nick Cannon. All these Jakes, they all know, bro. They all know. Carmelo Anthony, you even had that nigga, he's more of a non-vocal person in the NBA. With the nigga, Kyrie Leonard. That nigga right there, Amari Stoudemire, that nigga's hey man. Hey man, I hope the Lord send a motherfucking a Trident 3. That's one of the missiles that these devils over here possess. You got damn Trident 3. That nigga Lamar, whatever Stoudemire, man, fuck to hell with that nigga, man. Well, who's the other nigga I mentioned? Yeah, Kawhi Leonard. He came into you know, when the players they enter the arena, they come like through the back part. He had a picture with all 12 trials on his pants, bro. You know? So certain of them celebrities, they get embraced, and then certain of them they get ostracized and separated, bro. You know? That nigga Kyrie Irving and Kendrick Lamar, y'all should have just came over to a GMS, man. Yeah.
This is real quick. First Maccabees 1 and verse 10. It says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king. The king is the third, and Epiphanes is the fourth. This is an hostage at Rome, and he reigned 137 years of the kingdom of Greece. In those days, went there out of Israel wicked men. In those days, the Greeks, right? The Grecians, it says, went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Right, and why had they been in that mindset of wanting to merge with the heathen because of those benefits, man? These heathens, they give Jake a certain amount of autonomy, if you will. And even when you go back to the time of Yahushua, well, you know what I'm saying? Well, this is before Yahushua, but when you go back to the time of Yahushua, during the time of Judea, those niggas had a certain level of autonomy. You know what I'm saying? So the Romans are going to will let y'all do this.
I'm going to read quick this. License, right?
Yeah.
It says, verse 12.
I was gonna say, because all them celebrities, I was just telling my son about that because I had the video of Carmelo Anthony there talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, whatever. But I told my son, like, with these celebrities, they got to sell their soul, you know, in order to keep them rich in that fame. And all that shit based upon nepotism. There was a video of Jason Tatum. I guess when he had started NBA now. So when he was 12 years old, he tried to get an autograph from LeBron James because he said that his dad was best friends with Larry Hughes. And yeah, so all these niggas, they all know each other, or they the son of somebody, or uncle of somebody.
Same with Diana Ross with her son and Tracy Ellis Ross, her daughter. You know, they both within the industry. So it's like it just trickles down, bro.
That's something. Aaron Ross. Yeah. The little Jake who played at ATL. Yeah. That was T.I.'s little brother. That's Diana Ross's son.
That nigga's a terror.
You know.
Tracy Evans used to.
That's what I thought about when they said they persuaded many, because nepotism is a thing where you got to be in the club. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't in the club, then you got to be.
It's really family, right? Yeah, it's family or close relatives or friends of family. It's like people who like your close acquaintances. Where they do friends. So they do certain they do certain things for them.
First Maccabees 1:12.
They put in a good word or give you what's known as a letter of recommendation to go to get in this prestigious college. Like Denzel, my nigga Lonzo said at trade day, you want to go jail, you want to go home. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you know, it's who you can, what you can prove. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. So when a nigga come with a letter of recommendation with the signature of LeBron James, just use him as an example because the nigga Bronny James, they were talking about that when he got to the Lakers. That's all they were talking about when he got to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. Here it is, you coming into an establishment with a letter of recommendation from fucking LeBron James with a litany of signatures. Yeah, litany of signatures on that bitch for former NBA players. You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that motherfucker. Okay, you got Magic Irvin, Magic Johnson on that bitch. You got Jerry Buss on that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
God,
First Maccabees 1:12. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were
so it pleased who? It pleased our people, right? The fact that they had individuals in these positions that they was in, it pleased them that they. Like Scripture says, because these scriptures is parallel. That's why you brought up the Jeremiah 5th chapter with this. Because the scripture said in Jeremiah 5th chapter, it says go back to Jeremiah 5 real quick. We're gonna talk about my people love to have a soul. Go hand in hand. We talk about they rule by their means.
Let the trap stare.
Jeremiah 5:31. It says the prophets prophesied falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And
They see fit to rule. You know, they don't go off of the scriptures, man.
It says, bring it back. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it so. And
The Lord's people, they love to have it so. So they like that shit, man. All right. The fact that you have individuals in these seats of authority, you know what I'm saying, and they leading the people straight.
It says, and what will ye do in the end thereof?
They love to have it so. So it's like they that's why this is a small sanctuary. It ain't many people out here that's trying to inquire of the Lord, get right, stand up, make their body a living sacrifice. Those who made a covenant with me by sacrifice, they're not willing to do this, man. That's why the vast majority is going to be destroyed. There's a larger percentage, pursuant to the book of 2nd Esdras, right? He said there are many more of them that's going to be that's going to perish than going to be saved, man. All right, and that's why, because they refuse to hearken into the ways of Yahweh. They love to have it so. They love the gangsters. They love the thug image. All right, they love the street life and all that shit. And guess what? When they gonna want to inquire, when all hell is breaking loose, that's when they gonna want to seek the Lord early. That's when they gonna want to inquire of Yahweh, man.
And those terms, thug, diva, those actually go back to God. If you really look it up, you know what I'm saying? And Esau, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, thug, diva, you know what I'm saying?
First Maccabees 1:13, certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do
license to do after the heathen. All right. What do you need? Okay, go ahead. We're actually Esau helps aid in Jake's destruction. What do you think? I was just about to say that right, y'all. What do you think now? What's happening now in the music industry? He purposely puts out the bullshit music to destroy Jake, man.
When Charlamagne the guy called out Leader Cohen, right? Which he's a music exec that's higher up. All right, he's a so-called priest on the left-hand side of Warlock. When Charlamagne on video called him out, he said, "Well, guess what? I still got a family to feed too." That's what he called him out. He said, "So don't you think it's a bad idea to be pushing this agenda, this ideology on our people that's dealing with killing our people and so on and so forth, seeing what the result is in Chicago and other places abroad like LA and the whole rap scene where you got all these feuds amongst different rap sects, all right, in different states, whether it be Atlanta with YFN and Young Thug, all right, whether it be in Jacksonville, Florida with Ace and the niggas, all right? You know, you got all these different situations of rappers feuding with each other that's being pushed by the music industry, man. All right, and when he got called out on it, the only thing he could say is that he got to still feed his fucking family. So that's the point.
Look, that's the sale. Niggas buy violence. Niggas buy adultery. Niggas purchase wickedness. You know, that's your sale.
Because it's presented to them as something good. That's why. And then you talking about this nigga Leon Cohen. We mentioned this devil in particular. Yeah, that demon. He talking about he got to feed his family. Well, hold on. Well, what about during the time of in Motown when they was making particular records about love and you know what I'm saying, and Marvin Gaye? What about this type of music like that, man? So it's called soul music, and that's the reason why they don't want to make it, because it does something to your soul. It ignites your spirit, man. That's why they have music that's for healing. And I forget the proper terminology, but you have that's in harmony. That you got music. There's certain hertz and frequencies that's actually in cohesion with life, and then you have some that disrupts the order and the flow of the water, man.
I was gonna say that's why those artists that the elder was talking about, they in uproar right now. But they was doing interviews with them niggas because they was like, how the fuck do these niggas say ABC 1, 2, 3, and these niggas getting all this money? They getting 30, 50,000 a show. We weren't getting that shit back in the day.
Esau, he's making it he's creating more of an incentive for them to do wickedness, man. Bring this verse back.
This is bringing back the book of First Maccabees 1 and 11. Yep. It says, in those days, the time of the Grecians, went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And continuing on, it says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward therein that they went to the king.
It was all the way.
Yeah, it was like, man, this fucking sounds great, bro. That's a great fucking idea.
Right.
You know? It says that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Right. Now it says he gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Right. Now this is Sirach chapter 15. I'll start it from 19. It says, and his eyes are upon them that fear him, which is Yahweh Shemashah's eyes, and how his eyes are what through the angels, right? He sees things through the angels. They report back to the Lord. 18. Okay, come. So, Sirach chapter 15 and 18. It says, for the wisdom of the Lord is great, and he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things.
No, that's the same word. Yeah, omnipresent. That's the one.
Omnipresent. Verse 19. And his eyes are
meaning all the present meaning aware or seeing at all times.
19. And his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of man. Verse 20. It says, he hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin, man. See, and this is how you know the Bible. When you read about these Israelites, that's how you know they're Jake, man. That's how niggas that you see at the club, at, you know what I'm saying, or whoever, at the the grocery store, you know what I'm saying. You like, no, these are these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake is the only nation that's defiant against Yahweh Shemel Shah. Here it is, we telling you like, you the greatest people on earth. You know what I'm saying? You're the Lord's chosen people, and niggas is denying it, man. That's a fucking slave mentality, man. Like, what about Esau?
The Edomites. That they claim that they double O's, they cleaving onto the heritage. They are denying. They not denying it, so that's how you know it's Jake.
Well, right, well, they not trying to add heritage.
Yeah.
They cleaving unto
It's like
our heritage, but they portraying to be us, man.
It's lies.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
It says the Lord would have sent us to them people, to the heathens.
Right.
They would have listened, bro.
Yes.
They would have believed it.
Yeah.
Can I add to you just a brief? It was mentioned of the spirit kind of just bringing it back again. Dealing with the topic of music again, man. It's argumented, and I want brothers to look this up. Don't just take what I'm saying for face value. Actually go and do diligence and research for yourself. But it's actually documented that using 432 hertz is a better frequency that actually aids with health benefits for your body, dealing with deeper sleep, less stress, stress management. It was a list of where creativity, mood enhancement, and in alignment with nature. All right, and compared to what you have in a lot of music today, which is 440 hertz, which disrupts that cohesion. And if you want to see it, because you can bring music to life, so to speak. Yeah, a lot of times you'll have music being played with sand that will display images and portraits, actual shapes. And another one is dealing with fluids such as water and whatnot. And our bodies are primarily made up of water. So when you have music that's in cohesion with you, it flows as a rhythm and in harmony. Whereas when the opposite is disruption and it crashes and clashes. And this is why you get a lot of crash outs. And that's just one example. Because like the brother just mentioned, you know, the Lord got spirits created for vengeance. That's really the ultimate reason why. But the Lord uses a lot of this music to make people want to act upon it, man. It's very simple. It's real simple. But look that up. Yeah, psychological warfare, but look that up.
That's why, like earlier, y'all talking about the music from the 60s and the 70s. There was a lot of children being made because it was baby making music. Now it's that killer music, that real music.
Even if it ain't baby making music. The fact that it makes you feel good, you know, it was a different energy to it, more so than like you said, that drill music. It killed music, so to speak.
It was like made on 144 hertz. Like the frequency.
I believe it said 432.
yes,
432. But they turned to 440.
the example, the best example is with David. I got that.
I was waiting for the behind the back pass.
Yes.
That played a big part in it. Now you got these computerized sounds.
It's First Samuel 16, and I started from 15. So 1 Samuel 16 and verse 15. It says, and Saul's servants, it says, no, actually I started from 14. But the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul. It says, and the evil spirit from the Lord troubled him.
And just some brief backstory why they went to war. All right, that was his master at that time, and pretty much he developed the evil eye towards David. All right, because David had the women and chained after him, said that he killed his 10,000 and Saul his house. All right, and he felt some type of way, you know. And it wasn't just that; it also started to be because the Lord was dealing with David on a different level, you know. And it got to a point of jealousy. All right, the spirit of jealousy was upon Saul, and contrary to David. Contrary to King David.
Yep, and to add to that point, furthermore, he disobeyed the Lord.
There we go.
Remember when the Lord told him to go in there and slay everything, and then he came back and still took shit with him.
That's why he said it's better to obey than to sacrifice.
Yes.
I believe that's
the same
That's
count.
that account.
Actually, the previous chapter. This 1 Samuel 16 and verse 16. It says, let our Lord now commend thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp, and it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from Yahweh is upon thee, and you can break it down your own. It says that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. It says the Saul said unto his servants, provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me.
Right, so you know, want somebody to play that harp music will make him feel better.
And that's what these niggas do. When I say nigga, I'm talking about the so-called white people, the biblical nationality of fucking Edomites, the arch enemy of the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, neighbors, to the lineage. Y'all motherfuckers do the same thing, like our forefather King Saul did. What the fuck did he do? He recruited David because he plays well on the instrument. So you have motherfuckers in the industry that recruit these different jakes, like 808 Mafia. All these jakes that produce, Kanye West is another one. Brothers can name the motherfucking Chief Beast, Chase Davis, motherfucking Young Chop, Manny Fresh, no real talk, bro. Scott Storch, all these different producers in the industry, bro. These J producers in particular, you have motherfucking Edomites that recruited them. Cause these Jakes, they don't just come out of fucking nowhere. They've been doing that shit since they was in high school. They went to music class when they was in high school. They learned how to play a particular instrument, or they learned how to use the motherfucking what's that shit called? The beat machine. The keyboard too, yes. The keyboard, they learn how to play the guitar. They might have learned how to play the saxophone and fucking flute, because all these different instruments they all use in the production of beats, man. And this devil, he be recruiting like what's that nigga with Gunna Turbo? He's the new nigga. You got Metro Boom. You got Turbo. You got a lot of niggas from Atlanta that be producing. You got Zaytoven. You got a lot of niggas. Zaytoven. The fact that this nigga name is Zaytoven, that's a play on word for all you dumbass motherfuckers that don't know. It's a play on word between his name, I think his name is Xavier or something, and Beethoven. Zaytoven, man. So these Edomites, bro,
Beethoven was
they recruit these jakes, man, who make this music, man. Songwriters. It don't just end at music producers. They get songwriters. You know what I'm saying? They get ghostwriters. All these jakes, man. Because that's where all the talent come from. Our people, man. We the most talented people. We write all the songs. Like it could be a country fucking song that Beyonce. You never thought. Beyonce.
She making country music now, killing this shit.
Exactly, bro. It could be an actual country artist, you know, that's in a particular genre just for white folks. And you know who wrote that song that's getting 100 million views on YouTube? Or some motherfucking song that's getting 1 billion views, you know, like the nigga Justin Bieber. His first song that he came out with was a Baby, and it featured Ludacris. You believe that nigga wrote that song himself? He was probably a Jake, bro, behind the scenes that wrote that song. Like, what's that other little nigga name? I could go on for days about these different mega producers of our people, man, that made all these fucking smash hits. And the most classic song that you know, man.
Verse 18.
Yeah, R. Kelly, they said that nigga was a genius when it comes to songwriting, bro. When it comes to songwriting, they said R. Kelly was a genius. I think that nigga just got out too. Yeah, I think he got out doing like Ron or something like recently, bro. If I'm mistaken, I have to look it up though.
Verse 18. Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and plain and a mighty valiant man.
Yeah, see, that's one of the servants. He was like a recruiter. He seen it. Hey, he witnessed it. Because that's how it be with these Edomites, bro. Because these niggas got eyes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They fucking see. The scripture says nothing that can be hid from me. You can't hide shit from these fucking devils. So they know all the producers.
Yeah, and they like I said, they got different levels of secret societies, and that's how they able to witness. Somebody might be a high school prodigy, you know, like a high school talent show, and the principal might be a part of one of them low level society members, and he'll, you know, like
like LeBron James,
right?
Like LeBron James, there was recruiters from the NBA that was at different high school, and not even the high school game. Just the scout, yeah, that's another one. You're right, the scout. You know, they was been watching LeBron James since he was playing AAU, man.
That's what they do with the school system too. That's why they get all that standing out of testing, man.
Yep.
Back in the verse.
It's room you.
It says, God, bro. It says that a man of war and prudent in matters and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent servants.
Yeah, so even in regards to men of war of our people, because you got this one JP, he a sniper, bro. Right? They fucking got something known as the ROTC. You know? You know, and then they got this one police academy. They got a police academy. You know, what's that one goddamn school up north with all the little motherfuckers in police academy? It's like a police school for
They got a police academy in Lakeland.
yeah, what's that shit called? It's one that everybody brothers. It's a known college like where they go to. I forget the name of it. I'm gonna look it up.
It's in verse 19. It says, "Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid. It says, and sent them by David unto Saul, unto his son Flacci. David, his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor bearer." Right?
Yeah, come on, go ahead.
Right, 22, and last two verses. "And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand by me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from Yahweh was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him."
And the Lord used that as up until it didn't work anymore. All right, because it got to a point where it didn't quell that demon. But the point is, we were using it in cohesion with music because it does have healing powers if it's being utilized properly. But like the scriptures say in the Apocrypha, that it be all these things that name flowers, water, etc. They said they be used for the wicked. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? It's like real quick.
It's actually two of them.
You know, maybe.
So Rock 39 and 26. "The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour, wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing."
And the scripture speaks about how with the blood of the grape, when it's dealing with red wine in particular, all right, wine and music are set as a signet. You know, it's in the Apocrypha. Y'all know what I'm talking about, how the two go hand in hand. Yeah, wine and music. So if that's a principal thing for life, you know, you got music to go along with it. Who just drinking wine and shit? I mean, you know,
Yeah, wine is to make men's hearts merry.
that's it. That's it. That's it.
Wine.
Right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So it's in the scripture. So that's a part of the principal thing too, even though it's not mentioned there. Okay.
Yep. Verse 27. It says, all these things are good for good to the godly. It says, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
So we should be using that all those things named and mentioned for wickedness too. You know, against our people. Hey, even dealing with food. Esau weaponized food. All right. That's why he got a lot of people sick. All right. I ain't with be choice of my words. I ain't trying to get the damn video struck. But the point is, all right, he's weaponized these organisms that we consume that come out of a fucking box, bro. You know, a lot of this food that people consume come out of prepackaged boxes, man. So once a fucking chemical is processed, man. All right, well, guess what? All those things the brother named, he said is good to the godly, so to the evil, to the wicked, you know, they pretty much turn to evil, man.
Right, and Esau does the same thing with the Bible, man. That's why most people don't want to hear it.
Right.
But when literally whenever we mention the Bible, it's like, oh my God, you know, it's like damn, because Esau didn't engrave into them a certain way the Bible was presented to them. But when you actually get down to the nooks and crannies, the Bible actually exposes this devil and this wicked system.
That's right.
But he has painted it in a way to where people think the Bible is this particular way when it's actually the complete opposite, man. They think the Bible is outdated, they think it's boring, and they think it's wicked, man.
And they think it's universal.
Yeah, man.
It's the best known unknown. Because the Bible is the most widely spread book that's on the planet Earth, but it's very unknown to the masses because they don't understand. Go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. Verse 1, the point is 4. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
That's why we out here, to tell our people to come back to the Lord. Go ahead.
While the evil days come not.
You know, when you're a young man, you're more prone to just, you know, do shit that's pleasing yourself. You know, matter of fact, read it again.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, because it's gonna come a point in time in society where even the young jakes, bro, they ain't gonna have pleasure in the shit that they usually would have pleasure in, man. You know, like I'll give you an example. They shit just going out to the mall. You know what I'm saying? Going out to the mall, going to see the points. Yeah,
Because the society is gonna be broken down. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say before the evil days come. Okay, before all hell break loose means when the rule of law is taken away. Anarchy. You know what I'm saying? That's when the Lord's gonna pour out judgment on the earth. And if you ain't been doing the things to have you shielded from the judgment, you're gonna be caught up in it. And nobody's gonna have pleasure in them days. When you can't get no contraceptives and hygiene products and can't get no toilet paper and shit like that.
And it's a reservation line. It's like a spot that take reservations. Once the reservations is to its max, they let nobody else get in. So the ones that the Lord is going to deliver is a reservation line.
Yeah. The lockdowns prove that. Lockdowns prove that.
I was gonna add to that. See? Because guess what? They had food banks. They had food drives. So people would come with their cars down to the muni lot. And there was cars lined up for miles. But guess what? There's only a certain amount of boxes that they got to give out. And if you ain't in that quota or reserve to get that food, you was asked out. You had to come back again next week, man. All right. So like the brother said, man, when they had those LDs, I'm gonna call it, when they had shit on lock, so to speak, hey man, people were scattering, man. It was a fear that was set on people at that time. All right, that went away because all things continue as they were, man. So because things went back to so-called normal, people went back to that so-called feeling, that sleep, that slumber spirit. Go ahead.
Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Wisdom and understanding is still out here, so to speak. It ain't a state of perplexity of being, well, for one, without resources, literally, that unpleasant state we was talking about, but also you can still inquire in the prophets, man. He said, while the sun and the moon and the stars be not darkened, the clouds will turn after the rain, man. And you can take that for literal and spiritual, man. All right, going into the destruction that's coming, but also dealing with the wisdom and understanding that's out here, man. All right, people, they're gonna be confused. They ain't gonna know which way to fucking turn, man. In that time, they're gonna be looking for the prophets. That's on Amos 8. Go ahead.
Matthew 22, 25, the five virgins, the five were foolish, the five were wise. The foolish virgins went to the wise to try to get some of their wisdom, but it was too late.
15 and 2. It said, "What shall we go for?"
That's right, bro. That's right. The scripture also say they should not drink wine with the soul. You know what I'm saying? And it also says the shit that they drink shall be bitter unto them. That's right. That's right, bro. So people ain't gonna come home from an 8-hour shift, run them a bubble bath, light some candles, because that's what a lot of you women do. Especially you strong, independent women. They come home, they'll run them the bath water, light some candles around the tub, get that shit round from all these, a glass of Grigio, you know what I'm saying? And drink that shit and take the load off, you know what I'm saying? And you taking the bath, get the spirits off you. It ain't gonna be like that in the time to come, man. Hey, you're on the book of Eli, which I gotta throw this. I'm gonna throw a shot at Denzel because he's staying this honored image with that wicked shit that he just did. Him and Mike Tyson. So fuck them. But I gotta say this, during that movie on the book of Eli, hey, they was happy to find shampoo to wash their hair. They was happy to have the small things just to be able to scrub on their body part to try to get some form of hygiene, man. Cleans, man.
And the scripture talking about
bitches gonna stink in that day, bro.
That's right.
Go ahead.
the scripture, the apostle talks about as a man of righteousness going through here. You're gonna be so fucked up, man. You're gonna be looking for man the Lord to get answers in direction, man. All that peace was an hour of pain, provision.
Of an hour.
Man,
Right, man. So it's gonna take you a couple of days, a day, half a day, for you to forget about what you did last Saturday because you can't see what's gonna be happening for tomorrow. No job, no electricity, man. All right, let's get to the family. The food's coming, man. All right, so what are you gonna be happy about, man? Hey,
They when inflation started hitting hard, people start forgetting about the good times that they had. You know what I'm saying? Where they can go out frequently, vacate. You know what I'm saying? Buy whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know, them comfort times they forgot that quick, man.
Right.
So when hardship comes, you know, that's what people do.
Yes. They're going to be in to admit me some more. Not just in crowd. They're going to scream to the top of their fucking lungs. I hate this place. I can't just go back to normal. People ain't, it ain't going to just be a cry, sob. It ain't going to be one of them cries. It's going to be a loud scold, a screeching cry, bro. A bitch that can't get her smokes. A nigga that can't get his meds, bro. People, a lot of people, they like to resort to the hospital, all right, because they don't have faith, man. So they like to go to the hospital for every little thing. And guess what? That luxury can be taken away, man. Go ahead.
Ciroc 11. I'm not using that phone.
Come on, bro. I see it.
This is Ciroc 11, right? Verse 27. It says, the affliction of an hour
Say
make
like one up.
That's why.
Start 2 verses.
This is Ciroc 11 and 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
And then because you got because when you got money, man, hey, you tend to forget about what you did. You know, the roots where you came from, man. Look, King David, he said, "Give me poverty nor riches."
Yeah, that's
all right. Unless I get, unless you forget the law. A lot of people get rich, man, forget where the fuck they came from, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse back in 25. In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. It says, and in the day of affliction, there's no more remembrance of prosperity.
All right, man. When you out there hurting, your stomach is touching your back, man. All right, you got your kids over there, newborns and shit. You got, and you put enough food in your belly to produce milk for the child to suck, man. Then what's gonna happen to the child, man? All right, the baby food gonna be $100 Gerber jar. All right, ain't gonna be no Pampers, man. What are you gonna be doing, man?
We seen this already, so don't say it can't happen.
Right.
Because we seen it already. Bitches was going state to state looking for damn
formula,
and which ain't even real milk, man. Go ahead,
Jumping down to 27. It says the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure.
So all I'm taking is some affliction, bro. The affliction of an hour, just a moment, to make you forget pleasure, bro. You could be having the greatest day ever, right? And then get the police get behind your ass. And then they take you down, they take your car. All that pleasure you was just having leading up to that moment is forgotten about. You know, hey, your car getting fucking taken from you. You gotta go beat your feet, or you might be going to fucking to the slammer. You might get your head thrown up against the side of the car and slammed in the back seat in a paddy wagon.
Yep. It says the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered, man.
So in the end, they're gonna be like, damn, what type of witness was he into? Remember Bishop Eddie Long, so-called Bishop, right? I say so-called, right? Bishop Eddie Long, what came out about him while he was getting so damn skinny, it was alleged that he had that AIDS, you know, that autoimmune, that deficiency symptoms. I'm gonna call it that, okay? Because he was deficient. But why? Because he was allegedly messing around with underage men. You see? And so that's just one example of many, man. Their deeds being discovered, man, in the end. And Esau, Edom, we're in the end where your deeds are being discovered. The light is shining. Your weakness is being exposed. You can't hide it no more, all right? Because you operate under the covert of darkness, and the truth is out, man. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. All right? So he's trying to scramble and do everything he can to come up against the scriptures, to come against the men of the Lord, to eventually take down the internet because he wants to control the narrative. Even dealing with the chariot siders. The chariot siders are making themselves manifest. There's nothing you can do to denounce it, nothing you can do to stop them. All right? They're in your port, they're in your airspace, okay? And guess what? We have the truth and understanding of what they are. Because people gonna keep inquiring with questions, man. And guess what? That's the curse that coming to rule over the whole earth, man. All right? That's what's getting ready to come and deliver the Lord's elect and destroy the wicked of you people, man. And they already destroying your drones. That's another topic. All right? The chariots are destroying Esau's drones, man. And there's nothing he can do to fucking stop it. And some of his drones is millions of dollars, man.
Proverbs 3:33.
Let's go.
It says, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just, man.
Yeah, so the curse that this dude says is So the curse of the Lord, you start to see what those chariots make more appearances. You know what I'm saying? Even if they not, those like drones and like new sort of technology, you gotta put that out there too. Because this nigga do got you know, his technology on the left hand side where he can make it seem as though they're actual chariots, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? But we should be mindful of it. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, we understand that we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Water, I
didn't put a video, right? And brother Kapatsa, Chicago, he put a video out where this military jet personnel, he was speaking about, like, listen, the drones, they made by us, you got to worry about them, but the wars, they have another world. You know what I'm saying? That shit, they're not telling us. Like, he even said, like, we in the end times, you know what I'm saying? So it's there.
Yeah, that boy had put that spirit out there that the end is here. Like,
And it's all in the scripture that talk about the chariots of the Lord are not flesh, you know, that they operate on the spirit.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows depart.
Keepers of the house, the upper echelon, those that's in a position of authority, because you got what's known as the shadow government, and you got those that's really putting the strings.
right. Well, it's really, be more correct, it's really the economists. You know what I'm saying?
The economists?
Yeah, Benji went to it. It's really the economists, you know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones that kind of like keep track of certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like the economy of where
Like
it's at.
Gerald Salente, you would be following the category of economist. What's the other nigga named Peter Schiff? He will fall into the category of an economist. You know what I'm saying? Because they basically they keep up with the economy, and they associate it with like bad times, hard times, markets.
Those who are controlling like the doomsday clock as well, you know, like they're aware of the time. That makes sense, you know. The keepers in the house are trembling. And what they trembling for? Because, like you said, they know that the end is nigh at hand. All right, they know that the end is very close and approaching. You got it.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
What is that talking about?
No jobs, you know, and they tell you that they hire him, but let a nigga walk in there and probably you're not getting hired. But they say it's all these jobs out here, but you know what I'm saying? And then the jobs that are out here are not livable wages. You see?
Verse 4, I just want to get the word right. That word for keepers right there is H8104, which is shamar, which means keeper or watcher, right? That word is going to go into it. It's going to say to keep, guard, observe, get heed, give, to keep, have charge of, guard, keep watch. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Watchmen, observe. So who are the observers? Who are the watchmen on each source at that time? It's the economy. It's them the niggas that keep up with the GDP. They keep up with the NASDAQ, the inflation of the economy, whether it's shit going up, stock market going down. So like pretty much that dictates where the economy is at. And if it's declining or if it's on the decline and the shit is rising, the economy is flourishing and people living great lives. So those are the keepers. They are the fucking economists, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go into the word on the etymology, you go to the word economist, it's gonna say household manager. You know what I'm saying? Student of political right. They're the keepers. They're the household manager. They're the student of political economy, man. So like I said, they keep track of how
they balance the checkbook.
Yeah.
When you're doing stuff like that, when you're dealing with income and economy, you can see patterns.
Yes.
And, you know what I'm saying? So they can predict the second quarter or the third quarter based on the first quarter.
Right. And that's what the GDP is all about. The gross domestic product. They have the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Like right now, we just passed so-called Christmas, right? The closing quarter of the GDP is just there to pretty much close it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's a gauge on the account. It's not looking too good, man.
How the next quarter gonna go?
Yes.
Like if certain product ain't selling, like it was just mentioned that Samsung with the affordable prices ain't doing so high because the price is so high. And, you know, it's certain technology pretty much they trying to step away from it.
So they'll put a product out, and if it ain't selling properly, then they'll like you said, they'll try to predict the next week, like what they can do to try to keep business going.
Right. Like I said, that's why them niggas are in the house, bro. Them niggas looking at the charts. Them niggas, they took off them glasses, your form. Hey, man, it's not looking too good, man. Right. Yeah, yo, that's it. He's leaning over to be like,
yeah, I'll give another individual who would qualify as an economist that you can look up. You can look these individuals up. Peter Schiff, Gerald Clemente. You can also look up Robert Kiyosaki. He an economist too. The author of that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, that Moabite or whatever that nigga's an Ammonite, whatever he is, he's a heathen, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said, yeah, he might. Your brother say he might be gay. He might be. That nigga don't give me vibes of gay. You know what I'm saying? But you individuals like him as well, man. And you can subscribe to their channels, look up the purpose of an economist, take notes, get the understanding, and add it to the spirit, So we're just close to this. Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 12 verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
And you seen that too during the 2020 that pandemic, where they talk about it might be another one due to this BIRD FLU. They say there might be a new one to come out soon, man. But you seen the doors shut up, man. You seen them boarded up. You seen businesses closed, man. Doors shut, man. All right, and like the brother mentioned, because there's little to no jobs here. Go ahead.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So that was the point, going back to what the spirit was on earlier about the poor music. All the daughters of music being brought low because the brother looked it up. The Rockefeller frequency, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The Rockefeller frequency is 440 hertz. So like the scripture say, these devils did a diligent search. They read it in the scriptures how Saul had his mind changed because of the music, but then they dig deeper. These devils, they dig deeper, to try to figure out the carnal, moving parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they change the frequency.
Yes, everything Esau does is going to be on the left side to destroy people.
Right. Yeah. So with that, we pray this is edified. We're going to turn to the east, give all praise, honor, and glory to double honor to the apostle, the Elder Great Millstone GMS, who taught us this truth. Kwame Yasharal.
Everybody that pulled up here, when they gonna get food to take to somebody else?